Hello everybody, my name is Logan S, and welcome back to my Pokemon FireRed Paris only playthrough. Now, if you have missed the first video, we've already gotten the first badge, so we are picking up here. We finally get the running shoes, which is going to make things a little bit easier. I do occasionally use the speed up, but, you know, I don't always like to use it, but we have our first badge, we have the running shoes, and from here on, I'm just going to speed through this. I just go through battling a bunch of these trainers. I stock up on some potions. I run into this guy with a Spearow, and I immediately get taken out by him. So flying types are definitely going to be a problem. But we make our way to Mount Moon, and I get a very important TM here. We get Bullet Seed. So we finally have a grass-type move, which is going to come in very useful once we come up here to battle Misty. We make it through without much incident. I get into Celadon City so that we can now stock up on super potions finally, and I decide to go ahead and get the rival battle out of the way. So here we go, battling our rival YouTube, and he's going to lead off with his Pidgeotto, which I know I am probably going to struggle with, but I decided let's just see how we're doing. You know, I don't have any money. I literally just spent every dime I had, so he's going to lead off with a Sand Attack, which is going to be very, very problematic in this battle, because now I can't hit off a Poison Powder. He hits a second Sand Attack, which brings our accuracy down 2 stages. We do manage to at least get some damage off on this Pidgeotto, but I mean, just look at that. That Gust is almost a one-hit KO, even without a crit. So, yeah, this first attempt at our rival did not go very well at all. And from here, I'm just going to speed through this and show you guys that, yeah, I tried this battle several times. Occasionally, I could take out the Pidgeotto, but it had lowered my accuracy so much that it just didn't even matter. There was no way I was going to win. I did learn an important lesson here, and that is using save states. So that will come in useful in the future, but I get all the way up to level 25, and I teach Paris Spore, which I originally didn't plan on using Spore. I know Spore can be very good, but I decided, you know what, I'm having so much trouble with this battle, let's just try it. Pidgeotto's going to hit us with 1 Sand Attack, and I do manage to get the Spore off, which is going to put the Pidgeotto to sleep, which is not only going to prevent us from getting accuracy lowered anymore, it's also going to stop him from damaging us. So hit it with a Scratch, and I think, okay, this is definitely the strategy if, you know, Pidgeotto would sleep longer than 1 turn. So, this, I now know that this is definitely possible to beat this rival here at level 25, so he's going to defeat us again. I'm just going to load, and again, this is going to take several attempts to get through this, because this Pidgeotto does not like to stay asleep. I mean, seriously, like, how can this thing wake up so often? But I do finally get lucky enough that it stays asleep enough that I am able to take it down with only losing 1 stage of accuracy, which is huge. Thank God. And instead of, I for a second start to continue this, but I'm like, you know what? No, save state. It took me way too many attempts just to get that Pidgeotto down with only losing 1 stage of accuracy. So we save, and I continue. Taking down this Rattata shouldn't be too much of a problem, but we do have that lowered accuracy, and now we're going to have lowered defense also, so any kind of physical attack like this, Quick Attack is going to do a little bit more damage, but thankfully Quick Attack doesn't do anything, but it's some of his later Pokemon I'm more worried about, like this Squirtle that's getting ready to come in. But thankfully we have our Bullet Seed I can use for the first time. And we can see how well this thing is going to do against water types. Bullet Seed hits anywhere from 2 to 5 times, and I'm like, okay, we have something here. We can definitely get through Misty, I think. That was 3 hits right there. If we could have managed to roll all 5, we could have taken that Squirtle down in 1 hit. But instead, now it's going to be a 2-hit KO, which is still pretty daggone good. So the Squirtle ends up going down to Bullet Seed, and he's going to bring in his last Pokemon, Kadabra. I'm also kind of worried about Psychic Attacks, because they can definitely hit Paris very hard. But thankfully this is just a little Abra that only knows Teleport, and I think this thing goes down to like 1 Scratch anyway. We'll see right here, Scratch, and yes, it does go down to 1 single Scratch. Thank God that thing has terrible defense. Anyway, we defeat our rival after, you know, probably 25 minutes of me trying there, but I head on up. We get to turn Bill back into a human being, and he's going to give us the SSN ticket, and I decide let's go ahead and get Misty out of the way. I battle all the trainers between me and Misty, which is also gonna, well, not all the trainers, but a good deal of them. But I'm still gonna be a little over leveled for this. I'm going into this very confident. We have Misty sending out Staryu, me with my lonely Paris ace. And yeah, I see this thing's at level 18. I didn't even check the levels before I went into this, and we're gonna have no problem, I don't think, with this. You can raise your defense all you want, Misty. This Staryu is going down. 1 bullet seed hit, 2 bullet seed hit, and again, if it would have just done one more, we could have taken it down in 1 hit, but she's going to super potion it up. No big deal, I think. At most, this is still just 2 more attacks, so 1 bullet seed, get a high roll on that one, 2 bullet seed, and again, just 2 times in a row. What is it with me and only getting the minimum 2 out of that? Usually, you can almost always count for 3 at least, but anyway, hits us, and thankfully we do not get confused from that water pulse and take down the Staryu. So only thing standing between us and our second gym badge is this incoming Starmie. I think it's level 21, which, I mean, is a little bit more formidable, but just a Swift right there that does absolutely nothing. You can throw that Swift all day long. And we are going to take a few bullet seeds here, but thankfully we get a little bit more lucky with our rolls, and we ended up getting 1, 2, 3, that's 4. We got 4 out of the 5 possible bullet seeds. And even if she uses super potion, which looks like she's not in the range to do it, she does get off a critical hit, which was kind of scary there, but 1, 2 bullet seeds, and we ended up with a crit on the end. Didn't really need that, but with that, Misty goes down, and we have actually gotten 2 gym badges using only Paris, which I am super ecstatic about. I'm thinking, you know, we can definitely do this, and I'm hoping that maybe we won't even have to go all the way to level 100 with Paris. I am a little bit over leveled now, and I'm probably going to be a little bit over leveled for the next couple of gyms, but you know, what can you do? I'm only using 1 Pokemon. He gets all, or she gets all the experience, but thank you guys for watching. We will continue this in the next video. Have a great day.